Ladies and gentlemen, the Anointed One, aka
Fragrance King.
What's up, my people? I'm back. Like, comment, subscribe if you want. If you don't, I don't give a fuck, whatever. Do it anyways. I'm trying to get 1 million subscribers so I can talk about crazy shit like Alex Jones. But today is going to be a Sucralose informative video. So North Carolina University just came out with the study. This article was released May 31st, 2023. So sucralose is genotoxic. And there's a chemical in sucralose called sucralose acetate 6. And it's genotoxic. It mutates your stomach lining and your intestinal linings as it passes through your bodies. It mutates your cells. And then where your cells attach to each other in your guts, it destroys that and causes leaky gut syndrome so that the toxins within your digestive system leak through. It mutates your cells and destroys a microbiome, so your healthy bacteria in your gut is destroying that. And it turns some of that healthy gut bacteria into pathogens. And then they leak through your intestines and get into your bloodstream and attack your body. That's just a gist of it. So this is mainstream. Sucralose is in every pre-workout, every energy drink, every protein shake. It's in everything on the whole market, everywhere. And the FDA lets it in your food, and they claim that it's non-toxic at the amounts that it's letting in, but NYC just did a study, and no, it's not. So there's enough of this, and then when you metabolize, because I've always read studies where sucralose you don't metabolize it, it just passes through you and latches onto water molecules. And then if you eat too much sucralose, you'll just shit yourself. It sucks all the water out of your system, but I guess your body metabolizes it slightly, and it creates that sucralose 6 acetate chemical. So there's a bioavailable sucralose 6 acetate within the sucralose that's sitting on the shelves. It's in your food, and then as you ingest that sucralose, it creates more of that sucralose 6 acetate, and it's just they just proved it's genotoxic at the amounts that's in your food currently. So the FDA is just letting it in, and that's why I've been using this pre-energy workouts for a while, and I quit because something was wrong with my guts after a couple of years. So I quit, and ever since I have quit, my guts are better. And you can use L-glutamine to repair your stomach lining as well. That's what I did. Just get off of the sucralose. It's toxic, poison. It was found, I think, in the 70s or 80s. It's a molecule structure off of insecticide. So they found it while they were making insecticides. So it's basically, in essence, a molecule off of an insecticide. That's why it is poisonous. It's 200 times sweeter than sugar. Hits the dopamine receptor. Everybody's addicted to all of that. So you got to have that special flavor. Bam, you get it. It's mainstream toxic cancer poison. So, and all the other artificial sweeteners are pretty bad too. I think asuflame potassium might be the best. They're all chemicals, and if you research every single one, they all tell you that they're not good for you. And then lab mice, the asuflame potassium or asuflame K is another word for it. It just destroys your microbiome, and lab rats that they did, it made the male lab rats gain weight and the female lab rats lose weight. So it's gender biased, but it's not that much data. They'll tell you that when you look it up, but it's not so far linked to any cancer in the mice, in the brain cancer or anything. But when you destroy your microbiome, you destroy your brain gut health. So aspartame is in everything. Your diet pops. This is it's been mainstream since like the 80s, I think. It is unstable at 88.7 degrees and becomes a carcinogen. Your body's at 98.6 degrees, so it's just, as soon as you take in that aspartame, it's carcinogen. So at any dosage, so take that for food for thought. Take that with a grain of salt. Now, I think erythritol, they just linked that to heart disease. Stevia. Europe has it illegal, but it's supposed to be okay, but it does mess with your stomach microbiome in your stomach as well, and it's never sat well with my stomach. What I've read about stevia is that large amounts of stevia extract will cure you from Lyme's disease. So I mean that's good to know. But basically sucralose is poison, so just throwing it out there for everybody. All on that pre-workout kit. Over time, you can just give yourself stomach cancer and intestinal cancer, colon cancer, and it's just going to mutate everything that comes across your microbiome, everything. I don't know. I just take caffeine pills, citrulline pills now, and just drink water. I don't know. There's nothing you can really do. If you want a sweetener, just use honey or something. I don't know. Use it at your own risk, but we thank you, North Carolina, for coming out with that study. What else? I don't know. An everyday ritual, your pre-workout. Look, you're going to give yourself stomach cancer. There's not that much data on this, and oh yeah, it's linked. Italy did a study with higher volumes of sucralose, and they've linked that to Hodgkin's lymphoma. So the FDA doesn't want to acknowledge that Italy study if you do research on it, and you know, I find it coincidental that a lot of these old people, and some people even in my life, coming up with Hodgkin's lymphoma, and it's like 2 packs of this fake Splenda sugar in their coffee every single morning, every single day for 40 years, and they're coming down with Hodgkin's lymphoma. So it's, I don't know. Sucralose is an insecticide. It could be. I don't know. It's all speculation because there's so much toxic bullshit in our environment. Could be the food, could be the insecticides on the crops. Whatever. People's lifestyles, just genetics in general, but just like this is the study letting you know that sucralose is horrible. So I'll leave a link in the comment section. You can pass it on because nobody's talking about this, nobody cares, and it's just like, nope, I know sucralose is horrible. So you walk into GNC, you walk into a vitamin shop, you walk in any of these places, everything on the shelf has sucralose in it. It's just that people have to have their flavor packet and they have to have that artificial sweetener. And at the end of the day, it just went mainstream, and it's all copycat companies, and this is where we're at. It's horrible. Just poisoning everybody. So there it is. Like, comment, subscribe, share this shit, and if you like this stuff, because I know a lot of stuff, and I'm gonna try to beat Alex Jones to the punch on everything and call everybody out for their half truths, because a lot of them are half truths, and it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So I'm out. Thanks for watching. Hasta luego.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Anointed One, aka
Fragrance King.